Released a report today condemning the FBI crime lab for mishandling evidence and for slanting its analysis. The report is expected to specifically criticize the lab's handling of the Oklahoma City and World Trade Center bombing cases. It was the allegations of FBI whistleblower Frederic Whitehurst that sparked that investigation. Mr. Whitehurst joins us from Washington this morning along with his attorney Steve Kahn of the National Whistleblowers Center. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Mr. Whitehurst, the idea of criticizing the FBI is not something that's new to you. You've actually been blowing the whistle for a decade or so. Are you feeling vindicated by this report?
Sure, the report vindicates me. I don't think vindication of me is what's important here, though. I think that people that go into court should be assured that they've got fair justice waiting for them, and that's what's important.
The Inspector General is expected to say that he could substantiate most of your allegations, although not all of them. Does that leave you feeling that there may be something you have to apologize for?
No, we're required under law to report any indications of misconduct. Indications do not mean there's been misconduct. They mean there's indications, and that's what I've done. I've done my job.
You've been raising some serious questions over the years, talking about sloppy work, in some cases fabricated evidence. What does this say to all of us about the FBI crime lab? Is it simply unreliable?
No, it doesn't speak about the FBI crime lab. It speaks about a group of people, a small group of people in the FBI crime lab. My allegations, the indications that I raised were not about the whole laboratory. And I think that if out of this we lose trust in the FBI lab, then we're doing ourselves a disservice.
As Brian Ross reported this morning, many of the government's cases, including the Oklahoma City bombing case, could be compromised as a result of what you have done. Does it leave you having any second thoughts at all about making the reports public?
No second thoughts at all. If I could continue that, if in the future I see any indications of misconduct, I'll report those also. I'm supposed to. That's my job.
What is the status of your job at this point? You've been put on administrative leave. What does that mean?
Well, it means I've gone home and I can't talk to anybody that works for the FBI about the FBI, and I can't go into any FBI facility.
Not at all? Not even on a public tour, I understand?
Well, that's what I've been told, yes.
Now, you are essentially looking at possibly the end of a very distinguished career. You had strong performance evaluations over the years. Where do you go from here?
Well, I don't think it's the end of my career. You know, if you look at that as the more important factor, then you find that, you know, that might get in the way of my reporting more indications. It's not the end of my career. I don't think anybody would really take that step at this point.
All right, Frederic Whitehurst, we thank you for being with us this morning.
Sure.